Imagine walking through a narrow, winding canyon, the walls towering hundreds of feet above you, painted in shades of rose, amber, and gold. For over a kilometer, this is your world. The silence is broken only by the echo of your own footsteps and the whispers of the wind. You feel small, humbled by the sheer scale of nature. And then, just as you think the path will never end, it happens. The canyon walls part, revealing a sliver of something extraordinary. Your heart starts to pound. You walk faster, drawn towards the light. And there it is, carved directly into the face of a sheer rock cliff, a magnificent, towering facade that seems to defy all logic and time. This isn't a dream. This is your first glimpse of the Treasury at Petra. For centuries, this place was a myth, a ghost story whispered among Bedouin tribes in the vast Jordanian desert. A lost city, they called it, hidden from the outside world. But Petra was never truly lost. It was waiting. Waiting to share its incredible story of ingenuity, resilience, and breathtaking beauty. So, how did an entire city, a bustling metropolis of trade and culture, get carved out of solid rock in the middle of one of the harshest environments on Earth? The story begins with a people you might not have heard of, the Nabataeans. They weren't conquerors in the traditional sense. They didn't have massive armies like the Romans or the Egyptians. Their superpower was something far more subtle and far more essential for survival in the desert. They were masters of water. Picture this, you're in a desert where it might only rain a few times a year. Water isn't just a resource, it's life itself. The Nabataeans engineered an astonishingly complex system of dams, cisterns and channels, some of which are still visible today. They learned to capture every single drop of precious rainwater, channeling it through their city. This wasn't just for drinking, it was the engine of their economy. By controlling the water, they controlled the trade routes. Caravans loaded with frankincense, myrrh, spices, and silk from Arabia, India, and beyond had to pass through Petra. It became a five-star hotel in the middle of the desert, a vibrant oasis where traders could rest, resupply, and do business. The Nabataeans grew fantastically wealthy, and they poured that wealth into their city, transforming it from a simple settlement into a monumental work of art. And what art it is! When we think of Petra, we often just picture the Treasury, the famous building from Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. But that's just the front door. Petra is a sprawling city, covering over 100 square miles. There are thousands of structures carved into these mountains, tombs, temples, houses, a massive theater that could seat 8,500 people. Think about that for a second. They didn't build with bricks or stone blocks. They looked at a mountain and saw a canvas. Using simple iron tools, they chiseled away tons of rock, starting from the top, and working their way down, carving intricate columns, statues, and decorative details directly from the cliff face. One mistake, one slip of the chisel, and the entire design could be ruined. The level of precision, planning, and sheer physical effort is almost impossible to comprehend. As you walk the colonnaded street, the city's ancient main artery, you can almost hear the echoes of the past. The chatter of different languages, the smell of exotic spices, the clatter of chariot wheels. This was a true melting pot of cultures. You can see it in the architecture, a blend of their own Nabataean style with influences from Egypt, Greece, and Rome. They took the best ideas from everyone who passed through and made them uniquely their own. It's a powerful reminder that diversity isn't just about tolerance. It's a source of strength and innovation. But like all great empires, Petra's golden age couldn't last forever. A massive earthquake in 363 AD devastated the city, crippling its vital water management systems. At the same time, sea trade routes were becoming more popular, and the old caravan paths through the desert began to fall silent. Petra's wealth and influence slowly faded. The city was gradually abandoned, left to the wind and the sand, its memory kept alive only by the local Bedouin. It remained hidden from the Western world until 1812, when a young Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, disguised as an Arab scholar, persuaded a local guide to lead him to the legendary lost city. Can you imagine what he must have felt, standing where we are now, being the first outsider in centuries to lay eyes on the Treasury? He rediscovered Petra for the world, and in doing so, he gave us back a vital piece of our shared human story. Visiting Petra today is more than just a history lesson. It's an experience that changes you when you stand before the Treasury, bathed in the warm glow of sunset. Or when you make the strenuous 800-step climb up to the monastery. Another jaw-dropping temple perched high in the mountains, you feel a profound connection. A connection to the people who built this place, to their dreams, their ambition, and their incredible spirit. You realize that the Nabataeans weren't just carving stone, they were carving their legacy. They were proving that even in the most unforgiving of landscapes, human creativity and determination can flourish. They built a paradise in the desert. They turned rock into a living masterpiece. Their story is a testament to the idea that our biggest limitations are often the ones we place on ourselves. They faced a barren desert and saw an opportunity. They faced a mountain of solid rock and saw a canvas for their dreams. So, what's the mountain in your life? What's that seemingly impossible obstacle standing in your way? The story of Petra teaches us that with the right vision, with ingenuity, and with relentless perseverance, we too can carve something beautiful and lasting out of the challenges we face. We can turn our deserts into oases. The Nabataeans left us more than just a city of stone. They left us a blueprint for turning adversity into advantage. They showed us that the most magnificent creations often arise from the most difficult circumstances. So as you leave this place, or as you close this video, carry that spirit with you. Look at the obstacles in your path not as barriers, but as raw material. Don't be afraid to start carving. You have no idea what masterpiece you might create. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to the heart of the desert. If this story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more adventures into our world's most incredible places. Let me know in the comments what ancient wonder we should explore next. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep carving your own path.